Okay. Good. Well, good morning. It's morning still, kind of ish. Ain't 12 yet over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to continue Janae responding to carbonation. Right, as you see, I haven't drawn up a thumbnail, nothing. I'm just gonna just do it because, yeah. So let's continue.
Right? That's what you said. Set him free with the truth. Set yourself free with the truth as well. Let's try to look at it this way instead of trying to like pinpoint and blame other people for his demise. When the knowledge, let me go ahead and tell it to you in your own language because I was a part of that language. I spoke it too. The knowledge says don't point the finger, point it back at yourself because everything's a reflection of you. It's all bullshit. Excuse my language. It's all is.
Today I'm gonna be a little more easy on her today, I'm just gonna give her a chance, because yeah, she said a lot of contradictory in part one, but let's see what she says now because I wanna listen a bit more. But sometimes when you listen you can learn a lot. And maybe what she says she might surprise me. I mean she surprised me a little bit yesterday, so let's see if she does it today.
It is, and it's like, but we're spiritual though. No one was. Excuse my language. Let me go ahead and set something straight too. It doesn't matter how much a person loves someone. Being done wrong by them, it isn't the love that you have for someone. It doesn't excuse the being done wrong. Okay, just because I had a certain type of love for Nature Boy does not mean that I wasn't still being abused, and it does not mean I should stay quiet about it. And
Yeah, that's true. That point, I hear that point. That's true. That because you love someone, it doesn't mean to say that you must be abused by that person that you love. That is absolutely true. Okay, Janae, and he should not have taken advantage of you because you loved him, because you went back a couple times. Right, he basically tried to get revenge on you, or he held a grudge when you left and you went to TKO, and he basically wanted to show you that he's the whatever, I don't know, that that he's that he whatever, no, whatever, that man, innit? He wants that he's that man. So what you said is right. He should have not taken advantage of the situation because he's supposed to be the spiritual leader. Instead of being the spiritual leader, he took advantage of it. He took advantage of a lot of those people, a lot of those women that was there. Right? And you are right in your right mind to think that this is not fair. And you have a right to go and take care of it and make sure that he doesn't do it to nobody else, which is what you done. So yeah, I agree with you on that one.
that goes for them too. You shouldn't stay quiet about what's going on with you. You shouldn't. What was the explanation? I don't know. Y'all go look. And here's the thing. I used to not indulge myself in these type of things, like go ahead and look at their stuff. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to look. I'm going to look. And when I watched it, I'm like, are you serious, man? Don't worry about my soul. My soul is secured. My soul is good. I got right with God. I got on my knees and I pray and I meditate and I make sure I have to do what I have to do. I spoke with truth, regardless of what people think. And you know what? Another thing I'm going to say, because people are misconstruing what actually happened when I got read the charges, and not by the detectives or the police. I got read the charges by my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law came in and told me the charges. I went ahead and talked to the Rolling Stone, and I said what I said in the Rolling Stone is to, how do I say this word? I don't know how to say the word, but just to put.
Hi, Shadow. You wanted to reiterate what was said in the to the police, and you wanted to get your story out there. So you chose Rolling Stone as that is the biggest thing in around the world, America, however, and you put the story in there because even I was surprised to see it in Rolling Stone. Hi, Shadow. So when I saw it in Rolling Stone, but he still kind of got a kind of a bly a little bit because um it didn't tell the whole story. Maybe I feel that you could have told a bit more of the story in there. You could have expanded on it, and especially now your brother-in-law enlightened you on the charges that you did give him. So you know when you get wise up to certain stuff, you know you add to it and whatever. So yeah, okay.
More emphasis on our wording being a culture in carbonation, to where my brother-in-law had to read me the law and what it says that our word actually is, and it described exactly what happened to me. That's why I said, you know what? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Before I didn't know what it was. My brother-in-law had to tell me what it was. And I said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, yes, they can run with that charge. And guess what? They ran with it. They didn't want to take the 7 years. Didn't want to admit to what happened. Every time, when I think about every time that this guy got me back or manipulated me back into the cult, it was an R word.
Because that was his revenge for everything. That seemed to be his answer for everything. If we look on his past videos as well, he graphically describes one of the women there and how tight she was and all this stuff. There is a whole culture of grape that goes on, a whole culture. Yeah, I think even I did a whole live on that. There's a whole, but he made the cult. The cult is literally very much full sex on the woman. Doesn't matter. Even we saw Musa trying to um, grape Eferu in the Big Brother situation. I'm trying to think. I think that was one of that definitely showed what the cult was capable of, what it was dealing with, how the men looked at women. Some of them being through abusive situation and they went to the cult and or sort of I would say kind of grooming situations, etc. And they went to the cult for salvation because he was preaching that. And because you kept going and coming, going and coming, going and coming, he even go to some of his enemies, and he thought in his mind by doing you what he did that he was getting revenge on what because you left and you went to his enemies, and that's the mindset Nature Boy had.
These women has confused their minds into thinking that everybody wanted him because he kept telling everybody, you really want me. You really want me. And then when you start being told a lie, a lot of times you start believing it's true. This man kept telling us, you want me, you want me, you want me. That you just want some dick, that's why you're acting up. That you just want this. No, that's not why we're acting up. And we had to understand that. Not everybody wanted his dick. Not everybody wanted it all the time. Not everyone was
Well, that part was clear. That part is clear because people will be directs to other people, and then they will say, "Oh, he didn't want to. She didn't want to be with. Oh, let's throw one out. Solar, right? I can't remember who it was. I think it was Efaru. She didn't want to be with Solar. She wants to be with me. Then he'll do a meeting, and then in the end she'll give in because there's nowhere to run. You don't know what's going to happen. And I believe that a lot of women gave in because they were cornered. And there's no reasoning with a man like that. You know, a man that thinks below his waist. What's it, as they say over here, he think with his third head. He don't think with his brain. And Nature Boy is very much known for that. Not only that, he loved younger women. He had this thing for younger women. I'm surprised even Aya lasted as long as she did in carbonation because she's like 37, as I was told yesterday. So yeah, he would use that as a ply to say that how the women came for him. They ain't come for their directs. he used it a lot. And like I said, I'm actually gonna. I don't know whether I can put Hood Horrors. You see it all play out on Hood Horrors, how he switches it up on the men, and the men couldn't say no. They were sort of just give in, and I think maybe because of being shouted at, being abused, whatever, you know, they will give in. So yeah, you are right on that one. Once again, she's right. Hold on, give me a minute because I keep doing this to this thing because I have to switch in between. Okay, let's go over here. No time to switch the screen up. I do foolishness. Can never just do it straight. Alright, let's go. Let me get back to it. Okay. So some of her points, okay, because yesterday I didn't agree with her with a few things, but today, okay, I'll come back and listening a bit more to what she has to say. I'm not judging on her past and who she slept with and blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at her as a woman who's been victimized. And she's not Natiri. She's Janae Knoll.
I sure haven't was fighting for it. For what? For what? When I can just get it whenever he wanted it. I didn't want it. The videos that y'all saw of me and him, on Twitter, and sometimes bug me when I think about it because I don't ever want anyone to look at me like that ever. Why would I? It doesn't matter what my past was or where I did in my past. Why would I want anyone to see me in that way? Why? I was not enjoying it. Dry as fuck. Excuse my language, but I'm also a little bit vulgar, more vulgar than I've been in a while. Did not enjoy it. Was called into the room because he wanted it. I had no choice. I had no choice. Why would I want it? I was just getting off my period. I was not attracted. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Because he wanted it, you had to do it.
He was a sexual deviant. And everybody knows who and what Nature Boy was about. he never hid who he was. I mean, I'm talking like he's past or something, literally. But I know he's not past, but it's just like when we think about all them times when Nature Boy used to do to them girls, have them take naked pictures, have them do like what they say, publicity, the publicity that looked nice on the beach, and some of them was not happy. None of them was happy. None of them was happy. That you can see plain. They had to smile. They had to walk on eggshells and all sorts of stuff. It was never like straightforward. So I mean, what you're describing, I get it, because if you're not attracted to a person, obviously, right, your bodily fluids are not going to run the same way. It's going to be very difficult for you to enjoy with the guy because the guy is enjoying and you're not enjoying. When like it's supposed to be a experience between two, but because he is used to women giving in to him all the time and saying they're enjoying it, which they're probably not. I mean, even Brianna Serene, I think her name was, when they talk about what happened to Syrian, when they talk about what happened to Syrian, I said, like, yeah, that is great what he did. You know, like she's, you know, it's not supposed to be like that, but this guy definitely had it in his mind that he can do anything and get away with it. That's why he was moving around so much as well, because he thinks that if he's out of what he thought was America, he can do whatever he wants, because in South America anything goes, or you know what I mean. And that's why I think I'm kind of, maybe in one sense it's good that he went back to Atlanta, because I think if it didn't happen like that, it would have continued.
Tired of being quiet about it, man. People need to know the sacrifice of not speaking that I had to go through to now be up to here. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what people think. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna tell y'all what the fucking truth is. These guys, these girls, are manipulated, abused, don't know what to do, and they're suffering from his karma right now, when they have their own shit to deal with, their own truth is hell. They need to reconnect with the truth themselves. The reason why they're going so hard, if you want to carbonation it in terms that y'all can understand, you're really just pointing the finger at Natiri because you yourself have to tell the truth. Boom. There we go. Come on, man. What are we 5 in the spiritual community? What are we? No. God, this man is dangerous because he can get into your mind and literally stay in there, and that's why he's dangerous. It took me a while to detox carbonation out of my system, and I'm still detoxing because apparently there's a lot going on still. But when you're getting into carbonation, you're told to do certain things that allows this man to be in your subconscious mind. And that's the most dangerous thing ever, because this man doesn't know how to lead anyone, yet alone himself. He needs to get right with God, the goddess, the true goddess. He needs to get right with her, because you done messed up a lot of women's lives. You fucked them over real bad. I'm gonna help you out, man. Go ahead and get right spiritually. Save your soul. You're in hell because you put yourself there. No one else put you there but you. Point blank. Case closed. Case closed. Let's be spiritual about it, right? Stupid, yo. It's like, come on, like, when are we gonna stop? When are you gonna stop, girls? Understand. You're making him way worse. His situation is way worse because of y'all. And I'll tell you that. And I've always said the universe was doing this more for y'all than for me. Somebody had a cry. Someone's cries went all the way out, and I felt it. Tanisha's. I heard Kayla's. Somebody's cries was heard, and that's why he's there too. It's more than just what you're saying it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the comments now. I think I'm done with saying what I gotta say. No one was fighting for his dick. Nobody was fighting for it. Who fought for it? Me? No. I barely put my hands on anyone. The only time I've ever put my hands on anyone in the cult is when I bear hugged Tanisha. And everyone saw that because that's the only time it was caught on camera. I bear hugged her down, trying to talk some sense into her, and then I snapped. I wasn't yelling at her saying she gets all the dick because I was jealous. I was basically saying what Nature Boy says all the time, just to wake her up, to say, look, you're loved too. You're loved too. The whole shit and whatever happened because he was giving me attention. I didn't want I've been polygamous many times. I don't do the jealousy shit. If we are with a man, we're with him. We are with him. I don't sit there and try to be like, oh, it's a competition. Y'all can have all that competition shit. I was never in competition. It was never a competition for me to be in. It was never, ever. I didn't want a competition with my girls. I didn't want that. He knew that. He saw that, but he pushed it anyway. The fuck I had to compete for. I wanted another man. Thought about him every day. I felt like I was captive. I felt like I was held captive. I didn't see myself as a wife. I saw myself as a prisoner, knowing damn well who I really wanted to be with, but still kept me by his side. Right by his side. I didn't have to go right next to him and hold down his arm. He places me there. This is where you'll be. You are right here because I like you more than all these other women. I like you. Malia is my first. Malia is my queen. You are my mistress. And the other ones are slaves and servants. And that's why they're going so hard on me, because they don't like that. They never liked it. I didn't like it. I didn't give a fuck about it. Why did I go back? The same reason why anyone goes back to their situations with their abusers. And also I went back to really be with Courtney. I really wanted to be with Solar. That's why I went back. And also, another thing that they say, everybody come into his life. He didn't tell y'all to come. He sure damn did. Kayla, I thought you was the one who called me back the third time into carbonation. He begged me to stay for 3 days. For 3 days, the first 3 days, I was around the cult. Because I was just trying to stay there and visit and then go about my way. Nature Born begged me to stay. Please, I need your beauty. I need you. What do you want? Fame? Money? I can give you all that. Everything, all this could be yours. I just need you here. I need your looks, your talents, your gifts. This nigga was talking to me like the devil himself. But you know what made me really stay? It's not only the fact I wanted to be with Courtney, it was also because I loved those girls. Those girls, when I first got in there, showered me with so much love, and I thought things changed. Excuse me if I get emotional, because no one understands the love I still have for them. Regardless of what is going on. And that's why I continue to talk and why I continue to fight. Because they're still there. I really wanted to see Kayla. I really wanted to see her. Sorry. I really wanted to see her because I loved her. And she reached out to me saying, "We miss you. Come back." Was it love or love bombing? It was love bombing. I really wanted truly to believe it was love. All of this shit was love bombing. What he did gave me the first time I came back the third time.
With Framer, the things you design.
He drink, try to get me intoxicated.
Okay, because the phone had me a little distracted. I heard Kayla's name mentioned. I'm going to take it back a little bit, okay? I know you lot probably heard what she said already, but because this is commentary, so I'm going to take it back a step. Let me see if there's this bit.
I was not enjoying it. Dry as fuck. Goddess, he needs to get right with her. Because you done messed up a lot of women's lives. You fucked them over real bad. I'm gonna help you out, man. Go ahead and get right spiritually. Save your soul. You're in hell because you put yourself there.
I don't know why she says she's saving his soul. You're not saving his soul. He always had something wrong with him from beginning, from a long time. Even before you met him. He always had a problem from a long time. It's not just when you met him, not just when they met him, it's before. He has never faced it head on, you know. And it is scary when you have to face something head on. It's a scary thing, but he's never faced it head on. And he seems to have this idea that that's how a black man is supposed to be. A black man's supposed to be forceful. When it comes to women, a black man is supposed to be like this. You know, some black men have warped ideas. Some black men are brought up very, very, very what you call it? Very grounded. And there's some black men who's not, and there's some black men, they seen how their fathers are, and they said that they're not going to be like that. And Nature Boy seemed to have this idea because he said he was raised by men on the street or some words to that effect or something like that. But he if you watched him over the years and you see how he changed characters, one minute he'd be a gangster, then he'd be a guru, then he'd be Native American, then he'd be the pimp, and he thinks the pimp is what women wanted, then he'll be Dr. Bishop. Right, he didn't know what a real man was. You know, like with most of us women, we don't know what, like as I talk about the mother the other day, some women don't know what real mothers look like. Don't know, like they weren't brought up with their moms, so some doesn't have ideas of how a mom is supposed to be or what it looks like, and that's with him. So he believes a man is a one who have many women, he have intercourse with them, and that's what he thinks. So, you know, which she should have seen before because she's been with Yada, she's been with others, and seem like they all have the same kind of problem.
No one else put you there but you. Point blank. Case closed. Case closed. Let's be spiritual about it, right? Stupid, yo. It's like, come on, like, when are we gonna stop? When are you gonna stop, girls? Understand.
Hi, Phoenix. Sorry. Hi, Phoenix. What can be yours? They had nothing. What the hell? Okay, let me hear that.
You're making him way worse. His situation's way worse because of y'all. And I'll tell you that. And I've always said the universe was doing this more for y'all than for me.
Now, you see this chat with this universe talk here now, right? That's when I know there is still an inkling of cult in her. The universe is... No, you charged him. He's getting justice. That's it. Clear cut. He's getting justice. Clear cut. Ain't nothing to do with universe. Ain't nothing to do with whatever. Some metaphysical force. Like, no. I mean, yes, in some cases, maybe the metaphysical force had something to do with it, and other ways it didn't. But you charged him. He got the just desserts. He got, because remember, he was running from Atlanta from charges also, right? Because I thought it was the charges from before. But when they listed it, it was entrapment, cyber publication, something else. There were so many charges, I think, plus extras. And basically, he had to get the justice that he needed to get, right? Because, like, he was running all around South America. To effect that they was literally pushing drugs, which one content creator said from South America to some next place. The women was prostituting in South America. So he was also pimping them out. So it's nothing to do with the universe. It's all him, because people always said that how he'll get his karma. Most of it is karma. Yes, most of it is karma. I don't think it's anything to do with universe and all that extras, what she's saying. I know that people's trying to pinpoint it on that, but Fundi already broke the seal to the thing already. She broke the seal to it a long time ago when she did a breakdown on it. And I keep bringing her up. Maybe I might have to play it on my channel to remind people what she said, because she said when Malia broke the glass when it was in the cul-de-sac in Atlanta, right? She broke a glimmer spell that he had over him, because somehow, like, he was bigger than them and all that. When you look at certain pictures with him with the Indian headdress, he always stood 10 times taller than them, right? And they always look small in the ground. The guys always look small. Some of those guys will be tall, but they still look small. And when Fundi broke it down, actually, I'm going to play it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not going to record it or nothing, because I find when I record certain stuff, people do not always look at it. So it's best if I put it on a live. Malia broke a glimmer spell as well. Because even I will say Janae was enchanted with him. She was very enchanted with him. You can tell by how they danced together. She said she loved solo, but she still was kind of enchanted with Nature Boy. But that's also his charisma. He was charismatic. There's certain thing about him. He's very sexual. He gives off this whatever. Because some women seem like they liked him. They was in awe of him. Like when he talked to people, was like, ooh. People like Fundi, others, Stinson got the soup, certain ones, they weren't in it. They weren't having it. So yeah, like there was just an enchantment about him. He had this enchanting thing about him. So yeah, she was saying that was what Nature Boy told her to make her stay. Oh, okay.
Somebody had a cry. Someone's cries went all the way out, and I felt it. Tanisha's. I heard Kayla's. Somebody's cries was heard, and that's why he's there too. It's more than just what you're saying it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the comments now. I think I'm done with saying what I gotta say. No one was fighting for his dick.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was fighting for it.
There
Who
was
fought
a
for it?
kind of
We know.
way.
I
Come on now.
barely put my hands on anyone. The only time I've ever put my hands on
Sorry, it was on the mic wasn't on. There's a video of they're running from the cul-de-sac, and she and Efaru was running towards Tanisha, alright, and then aka Malia, and they goes to her, you get all the dick, you get all the dick. But you're saying they weren't fighting over the dick. They weren't fighting over his manly parts. But in hindsight, looking at it now after so long, you guys really was. Really, if you deep it, Janae, you was. You was. There was loads of competition. There was loads of things going on between the girls. He'll put you guys against each other. He would do certain stuff. There was loads of competition going on, literally. Even you kind of got pulled into it. I don't think you fought against it. I think you kind of complied to certain stuff. I mean, like you're saying different now because you're against them now. But in hindsight, if you really look at it, if you really deep it, you was fighting over the thing too, innit?
anyone in the cult is when I bear hugged Tanisha. And everyone saw that because that's the only time it was caught on camera. I bear hugged her down, trying to talk some sense into her, and then I snapped. I wasn't yelling at her saying she gets all the dick because I was jealous. I was basically saying what Nature Boy says all the time, just to wake her up to say, look, you're loved too. You're loved too. The whole shit and whatever happened because he was giving me attention. I didn't want I've been polygamous many times. I don't do the jealousy shit.
Yeah, I heard about her being polygamous. When she was polygamous with her sister and a one man, when she was polygamous with Yada. Who else was she polygamous with? Not Dr. York's one, because Dr. York, she wanted to be the main woman. But yeah, even though so, right, you still can be jealous, even though you're in a polygamous situation. Just because you're polygamous, it doesn't mean to say that you are down with it. Polygamy means sharing your man. Not many women's down with that. Yeah, King Musa. He was polygamous too. Yes. And now she's saying she wasn't fighting over the D. She was the only one who said it. Yes, she was. She was fighting over Solar Z. Yes, she was. When he was with Efaru. Yes. Good. True. That's that one. Can't see that one. Hold on. My glasses ain't working. She also said she also said you get all the love and all the praises. Yes, she did. Yes, and TKO. Yes. So she always wanted to be the main woman. She was never the main woman. Never, ever, any situation. Even like TKO had his main girl, and he had them other girls that was with him. And okay, even though he didn't really speak harsh about her, because I remember when TKO spoke up, I think, if I can remember rightly, he didn't talk harsh about her. He said what he mostly remember about Janae was the fact that she loved to dance. She loved to dance. Right, but then she got away, but then she left him. And that's a whole that is a whole polygamous situation there. Well, as soon as they go to him, they pay for him and all that stuff. I mean, I even heard that he got a baby somewhere in Asia now. As for King Musa, yeah, I did. I think I heard the story about that, but I can't remember the story exactly. Dr. York, yeah, Dr. York was married. Yes, Dr. York was married, and she wanted, like, Dr. York, Prince York wasn't down for what she was given, because Prince York said to her, "I don't like my stuff all over online. I don't like it when you come online and you talk about it." Right? He said that. They were sitting down on the table. I think I got it on my channel. They're sitting on the table, and he was like, I don't like, I'm not into this, I'm not into this. I mean, I'll be online, but I don't be into it for drama. And she was like, yeah, but I'm online and I want to be the main woman. And I think it wasn't just him, it was one of his people that was saying she's no good and certain things. And, you know what I mean? So I ain't victim shaming her. I'm trying to put things in perspective, because yesterday maybe I got mad with her because what she said, it did kind of rub me the wrong way, right? It rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm trying not to, I'm just saying, like, you did a lot of stuff as well. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to bring your history into the mix because it's not right for me to do that, right? But at the same time, you said that you was in a polygamous thing, but you was never happy in the polygamous situations, right? They wouldn't leave the main one. Yada didn't leave his main woman. He's still with her now. TKO is still with the main woman, and he's got new girls now. King Musa, I don't know about King Musa much, but yeah. Oops, not Eferu, Zoka. Yes. She was in. She wanted Solar from that point, and Eferu. No, Zoka wasn't having it. Zoka was not having it. You could tell by Zoka's face she was in it. Zoka was not for the play on this one. Left one pimp to come to another pimp, King Pimp Musa. Yes. Come to Chicago was prostituting. Yes. York's best friend said it is not victim shaming to speak about who she was before the crime. A crime was committed against, and that erased her past. Yes. Zoka had a screw face. Yes, Zoka wasn't having it. Zoka was not in it at all. And I believe Zoka hates her so much. And on top of that, because she's gone and she's put charges on Nature Boy, he's gone to court. He's been charged. He's in prison. Zoka, in her mind, right, is thinking, this, you know what, has taken away two men that I loved, or somewhat, well, Solar, kind of, she really loved him, and Nature Boy, right? So I feel that's where the bitterness for Janae is coming from. It doesn't matter that she loved them when she was dead. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You got to think about this realistically, how it will be dealt with in real life, right? There's no way, if you was interfering in that relationship, that this other woman will be happy with you. And because you've taken away the master now, because he is the master, he's the puppeteer, right? I think Zoka's more hurt by it, because she and Solar, because remember, she got pregnant for him. They was really in love. They got back. There was on and off in the cult. They got married. So it runs quite deep for Zoka. Not so much Eferu, but for Zoka. That's why Zoka's coming at you the way in which she is. She's hurt.
If we are with a man, we're with him. We are with him. I don't sit there and try to be like, oh, it's a competition. Y'all could have all that competition shit. I was never in competition. It was never a competition for me to be in.
Sorry, I keep stopping it. It's amazing. It amazes me, right? Now, check this out. She's saying all this because remember, there's right. She did have an ally before that was backing her, right? And now she's saying there was no competition, but Natiri, aka Janae, there was kind of competition, underlying competition. There was underlying competition because the time on the balcony, specifically thinking back, because that time on the balcony when he pit you and Eferu against Malia, there was competition because when Malia kept showing her face, right, you would get mad with her. Right? You didn't help her, really. You could have helped her. You could have helped her escape also. Right? When Malia kept showing her face, you and Eferu was ready to beat her down on that balcony. Right? And what scared me about that balcony was that if a fight did kick off there, she would have lost her life. So you saying, oh, there's no jealousy. There was jealousy. Let's be frank. You did love Nature Boy at one time. You know, every woman has that one kryptonite, that one guy who is their kryptonite. And I'm sure it's the same for the men. They have that one woman that woman is just you know, a danger to their health. But they still go back to that one because they love that one, right? And I believe it's the same thing with you. Nature Boy was your kryptonite. You went back, but you're saying, "Oh, I went back because of this. Oh, I went back because of that. Oh, I went back because of this." To me, I wouldn't even. You're talking against the girls, right? Like I said, you shouldn't even bring in all the other extras into it. You just put them back in their box. That's it. You don't need to bring up all this because I'm looking at you now, and I'm hearing ya. Right? I'm hearing ya. Right? And I don't listen too good sometimes. Yeah? Right? I don't listen too good. I've been told I don't listen too good sometimes. But I'm hearing you, but you're saying you wasn't jealous and you wasn't this and you wasn't that and you wasn't this and but Zoka was mad with you when he put you and her with Solar. Eferu, I think Eferu secretly didn't like you because she used to make all types of faces, to be honest. And I ain't speaking on their behalf, but that's what it is. So yes, she did. Always competing and trying to get attention. Yes, she did it all the time with the dancing. She'd be right next door to him. She'd be almost in his lap. Fair enough, right? He will make him sit close to him. But she was more forward than the girls, some of the girls there. She's a bit like Velvet. Velvet will push herself. I think Natiri's this type of person. If she sees something that she wants, she'll go after it. She's one of those type of people. She says she's a Scorpio. I think I've met a Scorpio woman before. When they see something they want, they go after it. They don't wait. They don't wait for you. Do you remember when she got kicked out because she was too sexual? I was flirting with all the men and she didn't want to do chores, etc. If she wasn't getting male attention, she was off by herself. Yes, I remember. Yeah, they voted. Right, they voted her. Was it her? They voted out. Yeah, they voted her out. Yeah, I think I remember that.
It was never, ever. I didn't want a competition with my girls. I didn't want that. He knew that. He saw that, but he pushed it anyway. The fuck I had to compete for. I wanted another man. Thought about him every day. I felt like I was captive. I felt like I was held captive. I didn't see myself as a wife. I saw myself as a prisoner, knowing damn well who I really wanted to be with. But
Okay. This is why I think Medea and Lisa says what's going to get mad at me, because I know they are for her, right? Right? She says this, right? But in hindsight, when you look on it, that's why Fundy used to call her, what's it, the cult bunny and all this stuff, because of the stuff she used to do, right? You say that, but you wasn't doing that. You wasn't doing that. What was reflected in, because I can put up a video now of you now, right? And it will show exactly what you was about. And the sad fact is, I don't want to be. No, actually, I have done that before. What you're saying is mad. You're lying to the people. You're lying. Some things what you say yesterday, the ones that the little piece you did, that you should have left it like that. Should have said your little piece and just left it like that. You don't even need to even go down it. That's probably why you're drinking, to give you Dutch courage so you can talk a lot. But when you're because what you're doing now is nothing unusual. Before, you would have just make up your whole self, put on your wig. I even showed one video yesterday where you put on your whole makeup, your whole face, your whole wig. One time she had one glass with a rose. No, I think that was her, Civil, with a rose in it. She's drinking from it and it was all glittery around her. What's her name? Daughters of the Sea used to call her out all the time. Dots used to call her out all the time. And I'd be like, rah, Dots used to go in on her, right? But it's like you're saying this, but you're twisting it now. Right? When this was all finished, you know what me and my daughter said? She wants a medal for putting him away. She wants a medal for putting him away. Listen, the man did something wrong, right? Yes, he should be in prison for it. That's it. Done. There shouldn't be no other extras. Oh, this, that. You bringing up all that stuff, right? Luckily, I mean, yeah, I know there's channel holders who will go way back down memory lane. There's channel holders that used to do that. When you lot start talking, they go way back down memory lane and they will pull up it all up and you'll say, oh, but no, because we've seen this. So, and I used to sit on commentators' chats for long. They'll be doing it live. As they pop up the thing, they will do it live. And you used to do a lot of stuff. They used to do a lot. I can even pull up one now. Situation with you and Nature Boy. Right, even when he shamed you up and you were so embarrassed. He embarrassed you twice. In fact, he embarrassed you twice. He embarrassed you when you went away the first or the second or the third time. And then you came back. And he embarrassed you. He got his own back on you. Because that's the type of man he is. The lies she tells herself. Yes, she I don't know what to say, but I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to be a reasonable person, because I used to down on her as well on a lot of things. I used to go in on this girl a lot. She used to really pee me off. Like I said, she used to really tickle me the wrong way. Her and Velvet used to tickle me the wrong way. I used to get mad. Yeah, Dots used to drag her a lot.
still kept me by his side. Right by his side. I didn't have to go right next to him and hold down his arm. He places me there. This is where you'll be. You are right here because I like.
Excuse me, it's nothing like that, because even when he was talking to Cyanetta, you could have moved from where you was. I'm sure of it. I'm sure you could have swapped over sides and whatever else. You stood there. I know they say it's like the smile. When someone smiles, it doesn't necessarily mean what it is. But you was right up in there, right up in front. You know, I can't run with you on that one. I can't. because I seen it. So wait, let me stop. Let it just play.
Like you more than all these other women. I like you. Malia is my first. Malia is my queen. You are my mistress. And the other ones are slaves and servants. And that's why they're going so hard on me, because they don't like that. They never liked it. I didn't like it. I didn't give a fuck about it. Why did I go back? The same reason why anyone goes back to their situations with their abusers. You know, and also I went back to really be with Courtney. I really wanted to be with Solar. That's why I went back. And also, another thing that they say, everybody come into his life. He didn't tell y'all to come. He sure damn did. Kayla, I thought you was the one who called me back the third time into carbonation.
Yeah, them two. I call them the carbonation experts because they're one of the carbonation. They're two of many, because they come from a different angle. I think Lisa and Medea comes from a different angle. At first, I didn't see it, and then I saw it, and then, to be honest, when I stopped watching carbonation for a little while, and I stopped tapping in, and then Medea did an update. I think it was on what's the name, Velvet. And to me, I think it's good, because sometimes, right, you don't always want to go to their IGs and sit there and listen to them, and they'll pull out stuff that you probably didn't even see. And Lisa, when she did the chat GB thing with them, I thought that was good, because I wasn't going to look at it. So it's good that she spoke about it in that sense. To me, I think all the content creators have different strengths and how they come at things. Sometimes it just all depends on the levels, you know what I mean? And so, especially with the Tanisha thing, Medea found out that she definitely left. Like, because remember before, she left and she came back. So now it's confirmed that she definitely left. So I said, okay, that's good, because like it's not everything that Medea posts is up that I say, oh yeah, let me do a video on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you listen, you watch, you listen, you know, and then you see. Yes, Ra was a prostitute. She was. I think Ra's the only one who's never ever come back online and done a whole spiel like this. You know, she sat here and this that. Elizabeth, I get why Elizabeth did why she told on what's his name, Kite. Right, I get it, because Kite, I thought that him being a Nation of Islam and all that stuff. Normally, right, you get change when you're in them sort of organizations. You don't be the same, but he obviously was still the same. So, yeah, she's lying right now. She's lying. In the Netherlands, I guess they don't know she's what's it? What you call it? I just said it. Oh, I forgot the. She is from the islands, isn't it? Surinese, that's it. Surinese national, has a dual citizenship with Netherlands. Yeah, my friend told me about that. I know for a fact, as I have spoken with her personally and helped. She got deported. Oh, you helped her out. It's okay. It's not a novel. It's all right. I get ya.
He begged me to stay for 3 days. For 3 days, I was in the first 3 days. I was around the cult, because I was just trying to stay there and visit, and then go about my way. Nature Born begged me to stay. Please, I need your beauty. I need you. What do you want? Fame, money? I can give you all that. Everything, all this could be yours. I just need you here. I need your looks, your talents, your gifts. This nigga was talking to me like the devil himself.
But you was ready to oblige. That's the thing. You was ready to oblige. You say all this. You say all this, literally. You say all this. Like, the thing is with this, yeah, and I do not like Nature Boy. Let me just get this straight out here right now. I don't like the man for none. I don't like him for none, right? But the main fact you are saying all this, yes, he had you and the others as poster girls for carbonation, because he would always post you all in the nudes. It wasn't just you. He'll post Efru. He'll post Aya. Who else would he post? Aya, Malia. In so-called Nature, you are not the poster girl of carbonation. You know who is the poster girl of carbonation? Velvet. She really is. She's the front tool of it all. The only thing is that how Velvet walked away because he was laying into her too much. He was beating her up too much. Otherwise, Velvet would have still be there, because Velvet used to hate when him and Malia used to get together. I think I know about the backstory to Elizabeth, you know. I think I know, because they come from another tribe with Rose and her daughter. I think I know what you're gonna say. How he was broke, what can he give you? And you believed him. Exactly. He was getting donations from people that was offering him stuff. Yeah. He was giving him donations and stuff like that. That's how he was able to move around and able to do what he had to do. He was getting cash apps and this one, and then he was coming on live. People will give him change just to see the girls suffer. That's how deep it would run. Yeah. He would call it a show. Then they started saying that they're acting and all this stupidness. It's just very ridiculous.
But you know what made me really stay? Is not only the fact I wanted to be with Courtney, it was also because I loved those girls. Those girls, when I first got in there, showered me with so much love, and I thought things changed. Excuse me if I get emotional, because no one understands the love I still have for them.
I have to keep stopping this again. Why do I feel like I've heard this before? I've heard this before. I had love for them. I could never love some women who wants to kick me out every time. Every time I come in looking good, or I come down there looking a certain way, and right, we're supposed to all be in the thing together. Even though women can be bitchy, they can. Queen Afua said that how the ugliness of a woman is when she is a bitch. And I hate saying that word, because that's why I try not to say that word too much, because Queen Afua said that how that is anger in a woman and everything else, and to do the womb and stuff like that. There's a whole explanation about that. I'm going to find a book and I'll talk about it, because if I'm not wanted somewhere, why would I go to a place where I'm not wanted? Right? You could have gone anywhere else. Like I said, you lot are not in the real world. You lot deal with the online conscious community. Even though, like, she did get close to Dr. Umar, but Dr. Umar is a scammer. Right? So how can you love somebody who don't love you back? You're better off being by yourself or pursuing other stuff. You could have gone anywhere else but come back. No matter what they say to you, you should have continued walking about your business. That's what I'm saying. When you say certain things, I don't believe you. And it's strange, because I'm very soft-hearted, but I don't believe you on this one, because you said this before in the past, that you loved them and blah 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 blah. You and Velvet are the kind of the same in certain ways, because like, well, Velvet used to say, oh yeah, well, like, I was telling him to do this for the other women and blah, 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 when it wasn't so. Velvet had a great jealousy for the women that was there. Velvet even especially hated you because of how you looked. You know, Velvet she's beauty, she's pretty, but she's not pretty on the inside. And sometimes it's not all about the sexual stuff. I don't know, some women get it wrong. Big women can turn off their sexual appetites, but younger women can't do it. They have a hard time turning off their sexual appetites because they believe that if their itch is not scratched, that they ain't nobody, like, kind of thing, or they're not attractive or whatever. It's nice to have a man who can do all that. I'm not saying don't have a man. I'm not saying be a nun, no. But then you wasn't wanted among them. They don't like you. They don't want you. They blast you on a whole live. Velvet was sitting in the front cussing you out. How much torture can you take from that? I used to be like, raw, she's gone back again. Why is she going back? Rose and them come from carbonation. She was queen and got outstated with Velvet went to PR pregnant. Yeah, I remember that. Then Velvet left after 3 days and got with Dylan. Elizabeth. Yes, Isaac. Elizabeth went to like Melanie and met Kite. Yes, my issue with Elizabeth is her stance on being a motherhood. All that whining. I don't know. See, because like Elizabeth seemed like a nice. She seemed like a nice girl, but it's just that how. I think she had an opportunity to tell her story and she took it. That's what I think with Elizabeth about being with her kids 24/7. What the hell? I was with mine, and I bet you were with yours. Yeah, I was, but I didn't have them so close together. She got her babies real close together. They're young. Her Elizabeth's children is young. What's that? What's that? The dog.
No, those people that come to the door and they do the search thing.
Uh-huh.
I was wearing a green uniform. I thought it was Bobby. I was like, what the hell?
No, she will never come.
Regardless of what is going on. And that's why I continue to talk and why I continue to fight, because they're still there. I really wanted to see Kayla. I really wanted to see her. Sorry. I really wanted to see her because I loved her. And she reached out to me saying, we miss you, come back.
Well, that's obvious that how Nature Boy put her up to contact you. I mean, think about it. You left how many times, and they just reel you back in. But anyway, let her talk. I'm not gonna, because I'll start going off left.
Nature is power.
Himself. Malia is my first. Malia is my queen. You are my mistress. And the other ones are slaves and servants. And that's why they're going so hard on me, because they don't like that. They drink, try to get me intoxicated. We were close. Kayla and I were close. And I don't got no time. If you should be understanding, if anyone should understand who was obsessed with who, come on. It's apparent at this point. It's apparent. And so, no, like, he always got the women jealous of me for no reason. For no reason. And I will counter that jealousy by just being pure love, genuine, honest, truthful with them. Just being uplifting with them, showing them their potential, literally. And I don't talk about this much because who gives a I don't need to talk about it. I just am who I am, and that brings out people's best parts of themselves. But this is what I did in carbonation behind closed doors. I uplifted them. When Malia was getting hurt, I spoke up about.
Please don't let me bring out a video of you, Janae, please. I beg you, please don't let me go find one video with you, because you didn't, most of the time, you didn't even help Malia. You was there from how long? Even when she broke the glass, the mirror, I feel, when she got out, no, they drive into the garage, and she goes to him, you always play up when you put the live on or something like that. And she said, what? And I was like, I think I always have a blank expression on her face. Right? And I don't know whether Janae weighed in at that time, because some things Janae says, right, she kind of twists the truth to make herself look better. Right? But most of the time, you never helped Malia. Malia used to get beat till even Kite, I think even Kite spoke about the time when Nature Boy told her to go really low on the ground and he kicked her in the stomach. I think that was the time you was there. She had numbers of bruises from before. She had bruises after. He wanted you to go after her. I think I could find it even on my channel. And I'm not being like saying that how like some things she's saying is wrong, but it's just like she's stretching the truth out on this one. Anybody who do not know who Janae is will believe what she's saying. I don't even think I got it. I don't think I got it. She used to do a lot of stuff, man. Let me see. This live remind me of one of her lives, what she did when she's all with the sparklies. Hold on, let me find it. All right. I'm going to show this one of her. Sorry, let me just stop this for a bit. I'm not going to look for the fight, because it will not make me, because then I'll be like, I'm going to use one of my ones.
My inability to
I don't understand why.
actually walk out when I need emotions. My inability to really mend and heal, and actually walk out when I needed to, but honestly, just be a bigger person in certain situations.
How many times do you have to go through this? You said that how you're gonna heal, you're gonna heal. When exactly are you going to heal? When are you gonna do it? Because like you gave a whole scenario to all the situations, the situations, and you're still gone back to doing the same old. Now you come on here more made up, giving a whole nother scenario to what happened with you and the boy, because he's a boy. He's very childish. You knew he was an active member. You knew that he was one of Nature Boy's minions, and you still went with him. So it's more your fault than his, because you knew who he was from beginning. You knew he was with Zoka. You knew that sooner or later Zoka will be in the picture. I don't understand why you keep. I think, yeah, that's when she was with Solar. Right, I'm gonna find the one. I don't know whether I could find the fight one. I don't know if it's worth me trying to find a fighting one. Don't know if it's worth me trying to find a fighting one because she's done. Janae herself. What's her name? Can't remember how to spell her name now. Oh, I spelled it wrong. No, I don't think I could find the one with her. Hmm. I don't think I could find it. Because him and Natiri, boy. Let me see. If I can't find it, I'll just have to come back. Because there's a lot that went on. No, I can't find it. No, can't find it. Can't find it. Okay, so we'll go back to listen to. See, she's because she talks a certain way. And try not to, be too dismissive of certain stuff.
That. And I was told I was stupid. I said I would leave if he ever hit her again. I'm stupid. I'm slow. People looking down on me. You walking away from the mission. You did in my head make it seem like I'm wrong for saying that it's wrong to hit her. He never hit me. And that was a problem for people. Now he did tell somebody to hit me. So on his orders. But this man was obsessed with me. This man wanted me. He wanted my everything that I offered to carbonation. The glam, the clothes, the love, the genuine love, because he wasn't able to give it all the time. Someone had to. Anyway, a lot of people had a lot of gifts in there, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people did a lot of beautiful things in carbonation, just to keep the family together, But to discredit me and say I didn't care about my community, my friends, my lovers, you don't know how much I care. So that's it. That's all I got to say about that. No one really understands that. And I want them to understand these things. I want them to feel it. Feel it. Please put yourself in those shoes and feel what's actually happening or what's happening with you right now. Because it ain't right. It ain't right. And it's never been right. And stop trying to force yourself to believe it's right when you know deep down right here, you can feel it. Right here, you can feel it's not good. It's not good what's happening. It's not what's supposed to be happening. He wanted something he wasn't given, exactly. And that's why he tortured me. That's why he tried to break me down, especially towards the last days of carbonation. He tried to really break me down because I will continue to confess my love for someone else. So, hey Anthony. Hey Sean. You have so many blessings, Janae. You have a daughter. Those girls don't have nothing else to hold on to but darkness, and it's so that sad. They think they don't have anything else. There's something so much brighter waiting for them as long as they own their truth. They weren't able to own their truth for a very long time. They think they don't have anything. I got a daughter because I asked for it. I got blessed with her. And yes, she's beautiful, and I don't care.
Boy, this lady. She said she was blessed to have her, but you really wanted that baby so badly. You wanted that baby so badly. I remember, girl.
I wish they would stop speaking about my daughter like it's some kind of curse. I wish they would stop speaking about me being with the father of my child as if it was just a curse. It's a blessing. With their own desires, the moment they walk away from living a lie, they know. Jayon knows. Jayon knows how special Courtney is.
Yeah.
Now, if not everyone else can say.
Solar special. What part of him special now? Please tell me. I really want to know because I know he is not what you think he is. You really think Solar is really for you? Solar is not for you, really. He's not who you think he is. You really gotta understand it. He ain't the man you think he is. You're just blinded. You're just happy that how he's come back to you and not gone to Velvet. Solar.
Oh, he's not that special because you want to focus on the flaws, and I understand you want to focus on certain things you've shown, but when you're with him, you see how bright of a star he is, and how needed he actually is in this world. And
in
whether
your
I'm
eyes
with him or not, I'm always going to see that special part of him.
No.
With him can...
Oh my God! Did you fall for the rabbit in the hat, darling? You fell for the rabbit in the hat. Solar is just there for the time being because he have nowhere to go. He's got to do his charges or whatever he needs to do because of the thing what he did with Hadu and Musa. That's why he's around you. Otherwise, you wouldn't see him. You would have gone. He ain't. He is not his true self. You know. He's not what you think, who you think he is. He's not. You know, it's hard words to say. It's a hard pill to swallow. He's not who you think he is. He only came back to his mom's because of the charges that he had. And even because he's got to go college or something. I can't remember. He's got a lot of stuff to do on his probation. I don't even know whether he's got to go back to court. Can't remember. I know Jayan, what's the name? I don't even like call Zoka. I know Zoka's got charges on her, but he's got stuff that he's got to do. Well, so he had to go back home. You know, he's not there. He's not there because he wants to be there. He's forcefully there. By force, he's there.
Have seen that special part of him.
He ain't special.
That we all needed. So.
You ain't. That's not the man you think you need.
I'm grateful for knowing him. It's an honor. It's a blessing for us to know each other. And I'm pretty sure it's an honor to him for him to know me.
Really?
You know?
You're blind, girl.
She's hiding from the truth within her heart.
This is what got you into the quagmire with Nature Boy, because you're thinking these men are special. They're not special. They're not special. You can go out there. You can have any man you want out there. Any man. You are not an ugly woman. You sell yourself short for what? I don't understand. Just because you have a baby with someone, because even I used to think that, because you have a baby with someone, oh, that's the person I got to be with. No, you don't. You don't. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Right. The only thing that you got to be mindful of is the safety of your daughter. But really, you should be going further afield, not solar. Solar is not it. So, you know, I see little inklings on the live that you and him did, and I don't. He's not who you think he is. He really ain't. You need to just leave that one alone. You need to just go move on, find yourself. Because even I heard through the grapevine that someone did propose to you. I don't know why you did. I mean, if you're getting better, why go back to somebody who hurt you, spat in your face, and da 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 da? Oh, he is special. He's not special. He's not special. He's using you for the time being because he has nowhere to go, and he's got to go to his mum's. That's what my understanding is, because of his probation from coming out of jail, coming out of prison.
That's your person. What is my person? I'm not possessive or claiming him to be mine or whatever like that. That's neither here or there. What I do know is I love him, and I appreciate him as a person, regardless if I'm.
He does you something wrong again.
I've always appreciated him as a person, and I see him more now that we're able to heal and come to understandings with each other. We're very much alike in certain ways, and very much so much different in other ways. But at least I can appreciate him and love him as a person, a genuine.
I remember doing videos on her and Solar. I can see when I'm on my list. I just, when I looked on my list, I done numbers of videos on her and Solar is not Solar. He's Nature Boy 2.0. He's still thinking he's a guru and something else and something else and something else. And, you know what I mean? Like, Solar is not it. He's not. He's not. You need to go look for something different.
Being here and see his potential and see his greatness in everything that he does. I see his greatness.
Yeah, he's a scammer. There you go.
Yes, he's my soulmate. Yes, he very much is my soulmate. And we have a lot of twin flame energy as well. So if someone tries to come for him, I'm like, okay, whoa. You have your perspective. I understand. Get to know it. Talk to him. If you can have the capacity to listen, because speaking to Courtney, you're gonna have to have a capacity to listen. He gets into detail a lot about a lot of things because he loves.
Our eyes are so dead.
We have the same.
Ooh wee! I just saw her eyes. You know what they said? The eyes. It's the eyes to the soul, right? Her eyes are dead looking. I mean, she has a spark, but her eyes. Her eyes. Well, you're taken in by that guy. He's taking you. That's what's happening. See how your eyes turning again? That's the look, the eyes you had when you was around Nature Boy. These eyes here. Interesting.
North Node. That's what I meant by your person. Oh, soulmate. Okay. Got it. Yeah, he's my soulmate. But I don't claim him to be mine and mine alone. He's his own person. I'm me. You know.
Does that mean he can go out and do whatever he wants to do? It's an open relationship.
And what people have to understand that there's some truth to what she said about her baby. Maybe
want next level pay?
Let's get into the good part and then you look pop up.
There's some, I'll say some genuine truth. Maybe she didn't want the baby with him.
What are you talking about? My girl was happy when she found out she was pregnant. Zoko was very happy when she found out She looked very happy when she was carrying the baby. She was weak. The food, the bee sick diet was making her very skinny. She looked like she was about to faint. She looked very happy. She was ready to be a mother. What are you talking about? Now, see that there. That's wrong what you're doing there, right? Because you know that she loved Solar at one point. Yeah? She was ready to have his baby. She was ready. She was full. In the West Indies, when they see the belly come out, so they call it full. She was full. She was ready. She looked like she was going to pop at any moment. Right? And I don't think for 1 minute that she did not want that baby. I think she wanted the baby. Something happened that made her baby pass. She wanted that baby. You cannot say that. You because you've got a baby by him now, that's why you're saying that. But if the shoe was on the other foot, you will be feeling how she's feeling, because she's lost 2 of her love. Once again, she lost 2 of her love. The man that she loved and her baby, right? Any woman will be cut up and hurt. Every single year, for however long she lives on this earth, she got to remember the baby that she might have had. Right, unless she gets impregnated by somebody else or something happens, but she's gonna be remembering it. Passion Lisa talks about the baby loss community, and like every single time around a certain time, they remember losing the child, or the child passing away, or whatever. So she has to go through this as long as she lives. You have not got one over her because you got his baby. Doesn't mean to say nothing. Velvet has his son on the other side, but she never talks about. I don't think I've ever heard Velvet down Zoka about the baby situation. That was not by choice. She was full. Her belly was up. She was ready to push out if given any chance. And however the baby passed away, whatever happened. It's an injustice. You have no right to say that. I wouldn't even talk about it. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even bring up Zoka's baby in the mix of things because I have a baby. That's it. That's like when I can use myself, for example, when my stepson passed away, right? I would never use his brother's death as a thing over the other mother. You don't do that, because that loss is very deep. That's a deep loss, right? A life that you brought into the world. Like, you know what I mean? You of all people should understand, because you brought life into the world. Oh, this lady, she's very
In some places she wanted it, in some places she didn't.
No, she
And
wanted it.
sometimes a woman can go through that battle in her mind, especially if it's with a man that she doesn't respect. You ought to listen to her. Like, she's
Even if she didn't respect him, she wanted the baby. Okay, it's not for you to say. You can't judge her. Right? You cannot judge her. You had a baby. Your baby, you was lucky that you had your baby, that you birthed a baby girl. Zoka wasn't so lucky because of circumstances why she lost her baby. We still don't know to this day what happened to the baby, because Solar keeps saying he's going to tell, he's going to throw the dragon or whatever the heck he said, and he hasn't done it. So you are in no space to talk about it. Maybe some content creators will disagree with what I'm saying right now, but think about it. Literally, think about it. What she's saying here is wrong. She's saying she's out of her depth. It's like she got one over the girl. You ain't got nothing over the girl, right? If you're about saving them from carbonation, talk about that. Don't bring the passing of a baby into this argument, because you contradict yourself every single time you talk, and it's ridiculous, right? As a woman, you should be more understanding, being that you've birthed a child yourself. You should come to an understanding. Now I get why Zoka is a bit of a rocker. because she's off a rocker right now. She's bitter. She wanted the baby. Don't say that she didn't want it. She wanted it. She got forced into drinking alcohol. Even Solar talks about how the alcohol was given to her and how she had to force, how she drank the alcohol, right? And certain things was happening when she was pregnant. So don't bother bring that argument into this play here. Talk about, okay, I put him in prison and this. I said to you, when you're going to hit them with something, right, you hit them like how Medea does. Medea hit them, they can't come back with no argument. They can't like the message say, oh gosh, it's Medea in the chat. What can they say to about Medea? They can't say nothing. You just hit them and you go. You don't need to bring up all that extra stuff. Right? If anything, right, you talk about healing. You should be wanting her to heal from that. You should be wanting her to come out of the cult. You should be wanting her to come out of the cult. No matter what she do to you. Right? She is a victim in this as well. She's a victim, even though some of them went over there to go for Nature Boy behind. But at the same time, she's still a victim. She lost the baby. She lost a child. No woman cannot explain that loss. Even Passionista couldn't even explain the loss of a child, right? She said how it took her long. She had to all go for therapy. Zoka needs therapy for that. That's what she needs right now. She don't need... and then you talk about your daughter of ocean and blah, 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 blah. That's one of the things that you don't do. You don't say, oh, well, she didn't want the baby. You're supposed to be understanding. You're supposed to meet her halfway on this one. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Anyway, this soon done. Thank God.
Saying some truth to it. But some other stuff is a damn sure lie. It's a dang sure lie trying to tell me to tell the truth. You spoke the truth, girl. You tell the truth. Speak the truth. Yeah, there's a whole lot of denial around it.
But you're not encouraging her by bringing up her baby loss. How are you encouraging her? How are you encouraging her? You're not encouraging her.
But that's her story to tell when she's ready. I pray that whenever she gets ready, she'll be able to tell it.
Don't pray for her. Don't pray for her. You stay in your corner.
With such conviction and such power that she speaks when it comes down to this man. Because she believes she would know.
Let other people put out their goods yinga for her. Because you right now, what you're saying is disgusting. Listen, I'm trying not to be horrible to this girl. I'm trying. I thought you had something hidden there for them girls. No, you bring up, oh, well, this, well, he wanted me. Say, look, right, he did me wrong. You knew what happened. You know what happened in that room. I got him charged because of what. Maybe it's a good thing that I saved you all. Maybe you can put it like that because I know you want to be the savior. Maybe it's because I saved you all. Say it like that. You don't use some of their circumstances, what happened inside of carbonation. Some of them are victims to it. Right? Some of them, not really Eferu, because Eferu took stuff to get rid of babies, right? But Jayon, or aka Zoka, is different because the baby, she was full. The belly was big. The belly was big, man. Right? And she's such a committed member of carbonation. She was walking up the downhills. She was standing there for hours. I had to put her on a seat for her to sit down. She was dropping over. She went through a lot. Even when I talk about Malia, I cannot take away what happened to Malia, why she was in the cult. I can't take away her pains. I can't determine how she felt in her mind, what was going on, while she was there. I can only look at the videos, and I can look at her face, and I know most of the time Malia was puzzled with Nature Boy. One minute he'd be good to her, another minute he's shouting at her, another minute he's like this, another minute he's telling her this. It's like, like you can't talk about a woman who's had a baby loss. It's wrong. It's sad. Man, I want this to be done quick.
Oh, what's true in her
Let me go
heart.
watch Pineapple Man.
I pray she can be true to
You
herself.
piss me off right here.
No filters, none of that. Raw, hair out.
Yeah, we know it's awful looks for you, innit? No. You're here to talk against the girls. I thought that was the objective of the whole live. I can't even remember if I listened to this before. I can't remember. The whole objective was for you to get your point to Zoka and Eferu. Eferu and Zoka don't have filters on neither. They don't have nothing special on them. Right? I've looked at some of the videos, what they've done recently. Even recently now. They ain't got no filters on lipstick on and makeup or nothing. They ain't got none of that. Right? All you see is fresh-faced women. They are actually pretty women who is lost. That is the whole irony of it. But that's what happens in cults. They get these pretty women, and the women are so brainwashed, so drawn in, they don't see nothing else but the man that's in front of them. And that's why they come up against you, because you put their Lord and Savior in prison. That's all that is. But on hindsight, when you look on it, they're still young. Right? I think they're young. They're young, but to be a little merciful on them. But at the same time, they are much as pretty as you are. To me, right? They always say the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You can be pretty on the outside, and you can be devilish and demonish on the inside. It does, you know what I mean? Let me just come off here. Let me just finish this and come off.
Speaking to y'all like this because I had a whole nother energy yesterday. I was pretty damn happy. But now I'm just like, yo, like, let's be real. Let's talk about it, yo. Let's talk about it. It's nothing that...
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this...
You keep... It's simple. Get him to repent. Get him to repent for his sins, like you telling me to do.
Well, what I can say to it is, he ain't going to repent. He's going to be the same person all the time. Even in his own jail cell now, he's got pictures of himself. He's all about himself. He's not about anything else. You cannot tell a demon to repent or whatever.
Since you like to project so much, get him to repent for his sins. You guys leave him alone. He's supposed to be isolated. He's supposed to go through the spiritual path.
Well, if that is so, all this other bullshit that you just said a minute ago, right, you need to avoid that. And you need to just tell them how they need to try to save themselves. Like I said, you should just kept it slow, like simple, to the point. And that's it. That's it. Maybe tell a little bit of the story, yes, but don't twist the story to suit your own objective. You know, this is, like I said, this was one of the reasons why I kept saying that she needs to stay off, because she says the most craziest thing, and you're just looking at her like, why are you saying that? Why? Talk about your plight, but don't twist the story at the same time to suit you. You're doing what Velvet's doing over the other end. The other day on B, go, oh, I'm a victim. Well, we know that she is just as much as bad as Nature Boy. But Velvet is making out like as though like she the only difference with her is, right, that how she was able to keep her daughter because she had the baby with the demon. That's it. So you cannot be talking about a girl, a young lady who's lost her baby, or say, oh, well, like they need to repent and this and that and that and that and that. Once again, right, you're not God. We are not gods and goddesses, and it's not in our power. The most we can do is send out good vibes and hope that those girls' head, that they wake up, hopefully. But to me, it looks like the last man standing. I'm going to be the last man standing for my chief. That's how it looks to me. They are not going to give up fighting for Nature Boy, because in their mind, right, all that abuse they went through was to show that they love their chief. That's all that abuse and stuff is for.
Do you ever? Yes, I do. I really do. Because the only thing that can stand true is the truth.
It's not, but you
The
ain't told the
moment
truth
that
so
they
far.
realize what the truth really is within their heart, and they can get convicted to speak that and own that, they'll leave. They will leave.
I don't know how much of this I'm gonna go through. Okay, I'm gonna pass this part while she's talking, because she's annoying me right now. She's really peed me off. She's pissed me off.
That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm going to go check on my child. There's power in prayer. Absolutely, there is. Let's pray for them all. Yes, continue to pray.
But she didn't say that.
Continue to pray on the freedom of all those involved. Kayla, Buckner, Jayon, Marie Hamilton. Continue to pray for the freedom of the minds that they are recruiting at this point because of ignorance.
Well, you just sounded bloody ignorant just then. So, ignorance is ignorance, isn't it? Well, you are the mirror of that a little bit. So I can't take you seriously from here on in, because you just said what you said. And to me, I feel you don't need to go down there. I know you want to cut her low. I know. But at the same time, you don't need to go there, because you got a baby for the fool, right? Right? So you and Velvet are related in a kind of way through the children. So, man, I don't know. She's just too much for me, man. I can't take her on right now. I'm just, what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go watch Pineapples. I'm going to make myself another black coffee and sit down and drink it, because she's just peed me off. I mean, she peed me off yesterday already. I know other commentators are going to go through this video and be merciful to her. But fair enough, she says certain good points, and then she goes and she just completely mashes up the good what she just said and all this, and oh, look at me. It's neither here nor there. Them other girls are natural. They're natural as well over there, right? Efaru is natural. She ain't got no makeup on, none whatsoever. She's just got her hair in two cane rows and a headscarf. Zoka, she ain't even got makeup on. Zoka ain't got makeup on neither. It's like she's got a headscarf on, and her earrings and an earring in her nose or whatever. So you saying, oh, look at me, I'm natural, I ain't got filters on, and they ain't got filters on over there neither, because I did a live on them the other time, what Medea put up, and they're natural. So your argument about that just falls through holes right now. And yes, I'm a bit okay. It's going to be a very unpopular opinion, but this girl is twisting certain narratives, and I think it's wrong. And to me, I feel that how people need to tell her, stop twisting narratives or stop speaking on the girls on a live baby, leave that one alone, because that's probably why Zoka is bitter and the way she is right now. Right, we are not in her mind. She needs therapy. She needs a whole lot of stuff going on with her. She's latched on. Only she can break the chains from Nature Boy for her to get the help what she needs. It's not for Natiri, aka Janae, to speak about most things, right? Yes, she's gotten out of this. She's charged the fool, the demon. I'm good. I'm glad she's done it. But at the same time, don't twist narrators, because we can pull up videos of you doing the most as well, right? And even though, because Nature Boy had this thing, when he said something about how he thinks, he will say it out. He was very blunt about what he thinks. And even though he had you there, right, you was one of the main women, because when you was traveling on the outskirts of South America, you and others was traveling together, right? So, like, you're saying, oh, you want to use a concubine. To me, if I left a cult where people didn't want me or whatever it is or whatever, right, I would not be going back. Like, you know what I mean? No matter how hard I wanted to go, I would have to talk myself out of it. I have to go and find something, find God, find something, because they don't even like you. They didn't even like you. They voted you out twice. I think it's you or Sunny. They voted you out twice. So people, please go in the comments and tell me, because some things I remember, some things I don't. But the main fact that Harat, she's downing on Zoka's baby, which is ridiculous. Zoka's baby is innocent in all of this, right? You and Solar was even taking baby love, as she was termed, and feeding on that energy as well. So in hindsight, right, if you're going to go against the girls, you do it in such a way where you're not hurting them, because they don't already see you as the enemy, right? You're the enemy already. So, they say, oh, well, like, she was doing. We don't know this already. Anybody who's watching Carbonation or Carbonation Imagination for how many years, we know what you was doing, right? And at the end of the day, right, you was embellishing in the attention. You really was loving the attention from Nature Boy. So I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna come off. I don't know how I'm gonna do this fun. Hi, Maybeck. This girl is ridiculous. She's ridiculous. I'm really thinking some women are very much twisted or whatever. Like, like, you can go through a bad childhood and all sorts of things and whatever. You can go through what she just been through and still have mercy for others. But you're saying that you're a daughter of Ocean. You don't have no mercy. You have no mercy. Right? You bring up, oh, I was in a polygamous relationship before, and this, that, and the other. But you weren't happy in the polygamous relationship. You weren't happy in it. I figure that's why you left. But I'm gonna come off. I ain't gonna even go into my rants, because this girl ain't even gonna listen to me. She should have just kept this very precise, very to the point, and just slap him in the box. Don't bring up their history. Don't bring up the loss of the baby. Don't bring up none of that. This or whatever. And then you're throwing Solar in her face. So if she comes back at you again, that's your fault, because you threw Solar in her face, right? And remember that how you have Solar's baby, and sometimes there's some women who had a baby with that man, and they go to the other woman. It can be very scary for the other woman, right? Well, there's two of you now, actually, you and Velvet, but it can be very scary. But you, I don't know, girl. I can't take you seriously. You and Amari and all them lot I talk about, it's kind of, you lot are the same. Beauty is skin deep. Right? Like, yes, beauty lasts forever and and all that stuff, but you have to be merciful on some women. Some women been through a whole heap of craziness, and you have to understand Zoka and this time and this present right now. She is not of sound mind. She's not a sound mind at all. She's been hurt in so many different ways. She's been raped, what you said. Yeah, so I'm going to come off. Thank you, Shadow, for coming through, Phoenix. and Maybeck. And I'm going to come off because this girl set me on fire right now. I can't deal with her right now. I'm not even going to make it go to the end. And I'll see you in the comments, people. And you lot can give me your honest opinion on the theory. I'm not going to block you or whatever. Because she spouts a whole heap of rubbish. And fair enough, what happened to her wasn't good. But nah. I think if I see another one pops up of her, I'm not gonna do it on her no more because no, I can't do it. I'm not even gonna give a reason. I'm just not gonna do it. So with that said, I will see you guys. Take care. Bye.